Hey everybody, it's Amanda, and this week I am doing a really fun challenge. I actually heard about it originally from Sensible Living with Money Mom, and I'm going to link her channel down below along with two other channels that were doing this challenge. One is Jan from NYC Saves Money, and the other is Rhoda Stone, and it's called the $5 Challenge. I mentioned it on Instagram last week, and I also saw it, by the way, I'll link down below there, on Penny Pinching Grandma, who is now Mornings with Granny. So I'll link all those down below. You can check out their channels and see their $5 challenge videos and see what it is. So $5 challenge. I was really excited about it. Basically what they were doing is they were having this challenge where they take $5, just $5, and they were going to the store and buying a few items that one could live off of, one person, for 3 days, 3 meals per day, in the event of like an emergency. So again, these aren't the healthiest meals per se. This is something where someone is just in a really bad spot and for whatever reason they only have $5 and they've got to have food for 3 days. Could you go to the store and get some things to feed yourself? Now, for the purposes of their challenge, because they created the rules, they said that you can use spices and condiments and things that you have at the house. So, you know, salt and pepper, like oil, butter, things that you would cook with, mayonnaise, mustard, ketchup, all of those things. If you had those in the house, you could use those. So not the condiments and spices, just the main grocery items. That's what the $5 is going to be spent on. And so I went to the store with my husband this weekend, and we went to different stores and we were looking at prices, and we found at different stores meal plans that we would use for both regular diet and a vegan diet with the $5 challenge. So today we're going to talk about Aldi. I'm going to do different stores this week. Today is Aldi. And Aldi, I pretty much knew I could definitely do $5 for 3 days for one person for 3 meals. I felt confident about it. But at the same time, I knew it was going to be a bit of a challenge, particularly vegan. I'm going to tell you honestly, I know just because I eat vegan that vegan isn't that expensive if you're doing it more long term. But for such a small amount of money and a small challenge, a lot of the vegan items that you buy are generally in bulk. So I knew that was going to be tight on this particular challenge, but we made it. We made it. So the first thing I'm going to tell you about is the regular diet, though. We're going to say vegan for last. If you have a regular diet, you eat, you know, everything, meat, fruit, veg, all the things, then this first menu plan is for you. And again, I'm going to say this is not like an ultra health. I did try to keep nutrition in mind because obviously that's the goal, but we were just trying to get the main meals fed and do something with that. So anyway, here's the ingredients that we have, and I'm going to try to put some pictures up here so you guys can see the prices that were at the Aldi that we were at. Now, of course, depending on where you are, prices vary. So each store is going to have different prices and different deals. But at our store that we were at, the first ingredient that we thought we should get was eggs. So eggs were 80 cents, and I'm going to put those over here. And the next ingredient that we had was diced tomatoes and green chilies. They were 39 cents. Then we have white rice. It was $1.15 for a bag. Sausage was 99 cents. Mac and cheese, 25 cents for a box. And by the way, the sausage is 6 sausages in the box and 2 sausages per serving. So there's 3 servings of sausage. Mac and cheese was 3 servings. Of course, the eggs were a dozen eggs. Then 38 cents for a can of veg. 38 cents for a can of veg. That's going to be, I have a picture of green beans, but it was the same price for green beans, corn, or peas. And then 67 cents for bread. And so all of those total $4.63. Now, if you were walking into Aldi with your $5 bill and you found 1 penny on the ground, 1 penny, you could get another 38-cent can of veg. Green beans, peas, or corn. Just 1 penny. and that doesn't include tax. So you'd have to have, like the quarter that you'd use for Aldi, to get into the cart. But, but anyway, so that's just giving you a total, but we're not working with that extra veg. I'm just throwing that out there. You could get another can if you had just a few cents over. So with our $4.63 grocery list that I just shared with you, here's the meal plan that I came up with. So I tried to mix it up a little bit with the regular menu because we did have a lot of items that we could make a lot of different ways. So for breakfast on day 1, I thought we would have fried eggs with rice and make a big batch of rice with diced tomatoes and green chilies. Like not the whole can or anything, just some of the can of diced tomatoes and green chili with fried eggs and rice. Big batch of rice. Lunch. Now I will say this, every day's lunch is the same. It's sausage with macaroni and cheese and whatever the veg is, which again, I took a picture of green beans, but whatever one you want. Then for dinner, egg salad sandwiches, and I was going to hard boil some extra eggs and have whatever veg we had with that. Either if you wanted the diced tomatoes and green chilies on it, because I thought that might be flavorful, or if you just wanted some more of the green beans on the side. However you wanted to work that out. So the day 2, and Lady popped up to say hey. Day 2, scrambled eggs on toast. Again, sausage, mac and veg. And then for dinner, egg fried rice. We're going to take some of those hard-boiled eggs and the leftover egg from the previous day and fry that all up with whatever veg we have on hand, which was probably mostly going to be the diced tomatoes and chilies that we would have a lot of, because the sausage, mac and veg that we're having for lunch is going to take our 1 can of, let's just say, green beans, and we're going to divide that up into 3, because it was actually 3.5 servings on the green beans. So there is a little bit more than 3 left that we could toss into other things, but there wouldn't be very much. So you could mix it up, but whatever. Egg fried rice. Day 3, we're going to have egg, diced tomato and green chili omelet with the leftover fried rice, whatever we had. So put that all together. Lunch again, sausage, mac and veg. And then for dinner, I thought for lunch we would have a little less sausage. And then for dinner, we could make a breakfast casserole. We could put, bread in the bottom, put the sausage on top, put some whatever vegetables we have left on top, and then throw eggs on top and just make a nice big casserole. If you happen to have, some cheese or anything in the fridge or whatever seasonings you want to throw on it, you can do that, but just throw everything in there and make a big giant casserole out of it. So that was the last thing I thought we would do. So that's 3 days of meals with your regular menu from Aldi. Now, vegan. Vegan's a little more challenging because again, you're limited in the things that you can buy. So I'm going to tell you the ingredients that we bought, and I'm going to list them up here, and you can see how we put the meal together. So first thing that I bought for $1.15 was peanut butter, and that was $1.15. And the second thing we would buy, I'm laughing at my cat. The second thing that we would buy is bread, which is 67 cents. The third thing we would buy is mac and cheese. Now I'm putting this in the vegan section, so understand that we are going to use this not as mac and cheese. I'm saying putting mac and cheese in it, but we're not using the cheese part, just trust me. 85 cents for the sauce, pasta sauce. $1.15 for the rice, 48 cents for a can of beans, and then 39 cents for a can of diced tomatoes and chilies. And that's for a total of $4.94. So the thing with the vegan is because a lot of the things that we had to buy are, even though they would last a really long time, like a jar of peanut butter would last a while, a bag of rice is going to last a long time, bread would last much longer than 3 days. All of those things, even though they'd last a while, we still had to put them in our $5 challenge. So it really limited the options that we have for different meals. So The first thing that we have is peanut butter toast, and that's what we're gonna have for breakfast. That what we're doing for the vegan is the same thing all 3 days. And sometimes when you're on a really tight budget, that's just how it has to be. If any of you have ever been on a super tight budget like this, you know, sometimes you gotta eat the same thing over and over, and that's just how it is. Ladies climbing around. Every day for lunch, spaghetti. Now, this is where the mac and cheese comes in. The mac and cheese is 3 servings. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna use the pasta and then take that packet out, because the cheapest pasta that I found at Aldi was 75 cents. And we don't need that big of a box, we just need 3 servings. So it was more economical to buy a 25-cent box of mac and cheese and then just put the sauce over it than it was to buy a box of pasta just plain. So that is why we bought mac and cheese, even though we are being vegan. So that's just how it would be. So I'm sure they could compost it or something, I don't know. But anyway, so mac and cheese and sauce every day for lunch, that's our spaghetti. Then for dinner every day, it's beans and rice with diced tomatoes and chilies. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Now you could mix up a little bit by one day having just white rice and then the next day frying the rice with the beans and the chilies, and you could even turn it into a soup if you were inclined, depending on what kind of seasonings and thing you have on hand. But those are the ingredients that we have that we'd have to work with. And I thought it would probably be more simple just to, if it were just me and I were making this for myself, I would probably just keep it simple and just tell myself this is what I'm eating for 3 days and just eat it that way for 3 days and be okay with it. But you know, everybody's not me, and some people like to mix things up, so that's how I would do it. So anyway, this is our $5 meal challenge. If you guys think that you could do a better job of the $5 meal challenge, then I want you to make your own video. Make your own $5 meal challenge. Go to your store, find the prices, and put them out there and tell me what kind of menu plan you would do. Because I think that, different stores have different prices, different people have different tastes. It's particularly challenging if you have a different diet. I thought about doing gluten-free, but frankly, I thought that was near impossible, so I just didn't even try. So, but hey, if you can do it, great, and I'd love to see it. And if you do make a $5 challenge video, come and put it in the comments down below. I'd love to see it. But also in the comments, let me know if you can mix up those ingredients in different ways. Do you have any other ideas that I missed? I'd love to see how you could do that. So let me know what your thoughts are on the $5 meal challenge. Tomorrow, I'm going to bring you Walmart. Tomorrow, I'm going to show you what we did at Walmart. And I will tell you this, and the reason why we're doing different stores is because different places only have not every place has Aldi available, but most places have Walmart. So we thought, okay, well, we'll do Walmart and see how it goes. And I will tell you this, we did not get Walmart under the $5 budget for regular or vegan. We are a smidge bit over on each one, and it was challenging to even do that. So just to throw that out there, it does depend on what stores you have available, and that's usually what I say. A lot of people say that they can't do the same budgeting that I do because they don't have the stores that I do, and I readily agree with that. It's not just what you're eating or how you're eating it or how you're meal planning. It's a twofold thing. It is how you're using your food, but it's also what stores you have available to you. So anyway, today is Aldi. Let me know your thoughts. Tomorrow we have Walmart, and you can see that then. So that's that. Thanks for hanging out with me, and let me know what you think about the $5 challenge. And if you like it for Aldi and Walmart, let me know if you want me to try a different store, and towards the end of the week, maybe I'll try a different store. So, all right, thanks for hanging out with me. We'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, thanks for watching. I'm really glad you came to visit us here at the Fundamental Home. Make sure if you enjoyed this video that you click the like button, and also click subscribe right below me for more videos coming into your inbox all the time. And also, if you enjoy social media, we've got links up at the top here for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, all the other fun things. And check out thefundamentalhome.com for more information about what we're doing all the time and how we do it, because there's way more details there. And here over to the right, we have some videos that I recommend. So thanks again for coming by, and we'll see you next time. Bye.